Hi, my name is Michelle Arscott and I'm the International Life Coach. Today I'm going to share some tips on how we can keep mentally well. So, my first tip is gratitude. Really important to be practicing daily gratitude. It could be something as simple as at the end of the day, before you go to sleep, just acknowledge 3 things that you're grateful for. It's great because it means that you're going to bed with something positive, and so you're more likely to wake up feeling good. There are so many silver linings at the moment, so it's about focusing on those things. And when we practice daily gratitude, it sharpens our mind so that we can see the rainbows, we can see the heroes, we can see the opportunities that this time gives us. My second point would be the importance of connecting. It's really important to socially connect. And we can be creative. There are many platforms now to connect with people, be it House Party, Zoom, Facebook Live. There's many ways to connect. But as part of your day, ensure that you are connecting with someone. Checking in, but also for a social tick. So connection is really important. It's also important to do daily exercise, and we can exercise in any situation. I heard of a person in Italy who did a marathon on his balcony. So if he can do that, then you can exercise. We can exercise in any space. And if you have access to the internet, then there are some great resources, free. A lot of them are free. I'm a big fan of Yoga with Adriene. She has lots of classes from 5 minutes to an hour, from beginners to advanced, from when you're feeling anxious to when you want to be creative. She has yoga for everybody, and she's very popular. I think worldwide she's got 6 million viewers. I've also seen online Zumba classes, meditation classes. So now is the opportunity to do something that perhaps that you hadn't done before. It's also really important to connect with nature. So in any capacity, it could be simply looking at the grass, going out. Nature is so important for us to connect, and it's a great way to ground us. A very simple exercise you can do when you go out to nature is to simply home in first of all on what you can see, then what you can hear, and the feelings that come up as a consequence. So a very simple exercise. If you've got children, you can do that with them as well, but in a really nice way to ground. We can also listen to the sound of the sea and trees and nature virtually as well, but it's just stepping inside for that moment. So there are many, many things that we can do to keep positive. Another important thing is to look after our nutrition. So a friend of mine is a nutritionist, and she talks about the 80-20 rule. So I'm not talking about just having a diet that's totally healthful. We can have a little cheat. It keeps us going. It makes sure that we will do it for the long term. So think about the 80-20. So 80% of the time I'm going to be healthy, and 20% of the time I'm going to cheat. So it might be that odd glass of wine, it might be that chocolate. It's all about balance. But we need to keep ourselves healthy, and one of the ways is through nutrition. Also, we need to get into a good sleep routine. So there are many ways to do that. One is to go to bed at the same time every day, and also to think about what our routine is before that. So it might be a night hot bath, it might be reading a book. One of the most important things is to switch the screen off. And going onto the screen, it's important that we select what we expose ourselves to. So keep the content positive. If we want to check out the news, maybe we have it at a certain time in the day. We look at it, or we look at it for a certain time, or we just go to certain posts. So we're just monitoring and not feeling oversaturated with news. And finally, what's really important is routine. So the routine may be slightly different, but it's still important to have a routine. One of the things that can cause stress and anxiety is when we feel we can't control things. So by having a routine, then this really, really helps us. So these are all tips to help us stay mentally well, which is so important. I hope you found them useful, and I will be posting tips regularly with H&S Online Digital Magazine. So for now, goodbye, keep well, keep positive, and know this time shall pass. Bye-bye.